maybe 2003, 4, 5, 6. I was 4 years into my practice, and at that stage, I don't think the yoga movement had really taken off. So the yoga movement's made all other arts, esoteric arts, or mind, body, spirit arts, or whatever you want to call it, like holistic practices. More people are now getting that. That's like, wow, we already are whole, and if we have these holistic practices, that's where we should go back to. But at that particular stage, there might have only been 2 or 3 people that really knew, maybe 5 or even 10 at the most, and that knew exactly what I was doing. And because it was unusual to stand in still postures and to do moving, breathing practices and things like that. But at that stage, I was running a bar, and I had a team of maybe 15 people, and some stages that period of my life, I was overlooking teams of 80 to 90 people. I'd look over the other venues as well. So it was like, it was for a core was the hotel company. I think they're one of the biggest hotel companies in the world. And yeah, like, so, I had the car, I had the house, I had the girlfriend, the stage, I had all the things that life tells you that you need to have. Go out there, you need to get a good job, you need to buy a house, you need to be in a relationship, and you need to be looking at building wealth and stuff like that. And you need to be successful at your job. And I was doing all those things. I was breaking records in the businesses that I was in, and the businesses that I was running and leading. And I was getting into the property portfolio. I was building it. I had my first house really doubled in value, and I was actively out there building its property portfolio. But then, as I was developing my practice, this internal calling was so strong, and it became so aware inside myself that, and I was unhappy. I was like, I've got everything that society tells you that I should have. I should be happy now, but I just wasn't happy. And I was like, there's just more to this. And my Qigong practice awakened my inner calling, you could call it. Like, what was my inner calling to life? What was my higher purpose? Or what was at least the next step that I needed to take towards that? And I was training martial arts, doing 5 to 6 hours a week, doing Qigong daily. I just loved it. It just gave me such more of a connection to myself. And I decided that I needed to go to China. And I procrastinated a lot before I made that decision because I had a lot of fear. I didn't have anyone in my supportive network that were any way at what spiritual or any type of mentor, or and actually most of the people really judged me for making a decision to go to China. And then that was the best decision of my life. I started living with Shaolin Monks, and I met my first Kung Fu master, he won the very first gold medal for the International Qigong Exchange. And he's a phenomenal teacher. He was ex-Special Forces instructor in China, and Master Chen. And I ended up having to sell my house to pursue my training, you know what I mean? And it just felt like it was the right thing to do. I set up my first business called StudyMartialArts.org, brought on partners quickly with that, so we formed the name and the culture and the other ideas around it. That's still going today. You can check it out on Facebook, StudyMartialArts.org, and I think we've got nearly 4,000 followers on that. That's just grown like kind of organically. We've had that many followers for like 3 or 4 years, and that was my first business that I knew was in line with my passion, because I was reading a lot of books. Like when I first went to China, it was like I had one book with my training gear and one suitcase, and the other suitcase was just full of books, because there was no Kindle or Amazon or I don't think you could get any books on you could get audio programs and stuff like that, but you couldn't get it downloaded onto it. So it was just like I had one whole suitcase full of books, and I was like, all right, I'm going to China for 2 years. And so I read a lot and I studied a lot, and what I realized through listening to audio programs was I need to align my business with my passion in order for me to be successful, or at least be happy in life and do what I love. And if I follow what I love, I can actually create, I can money will follow that. So which is kind of true in some ways, in some other ways not always, but it's part of the whole picture. And so I started my first business, and in line with my passion, and that was really cool. So because of that, I got to travel around the whole China, meet all these amazing masters, live with them, study with them. I got to see the best of the best. I got to understand culture and Chinese culture on a deeper level, because I got to meet all these different teachers. In China they might just have one teacher and that is it. I was like a person who was like, hundreds of different masters I've trained and studied with and learned from as I was setting up that business. And then I went back to the key ones that resonated with me that I felt were like there. And ironically, they were all the internal martial artists and all the ones at the head of the Dragon Gate sect, and that were like, high level in Qigong practice or Neigong practice, and had these folk level skills of like the ancients. And I was just drawn to learning from them, because they just had an energy or an aura or like a level of flow that was just not normal, and they were just truly authentic, and they all had their unique characteristics. But I made it my business to study with these people and to learn the different concepts of the arts and how that related to performance and the law of attraction and basically self-mastery, and then how now that benefits humanity, and actually how it benefits entrepreneurship as well, like that creative drive that can come through these practices.